All right, what is up, everybody? As of today, April 27th, 2023, we got the Armored Core 6 Fires Rubicon gameplay trailer and a release date of August 25th, 2023, which is perfect. So if you haven't, make sure you go pre-order it now. I'm not sponsored, sadly. I am the one who shilled out, what is it, like $500 for the premium collector's edition. So hopefully that model better be big as hell, or that figure. Anyways, we're gonna watch the trailer. I have already seen it once, but we're gonna watch it again together and, you know, go from there. Can't pre-order right now? Oh, well, never mind. Anyways, trailer. Space. Did you guys know Bandai Namco makes Final Fantasy as well?
We're close to Rubicon. Wake the dog up.
So the dog, I assume, is the player.
Handler Walter verified.
I don't know what that Walter thing's all about.
Cerebral coral control device.
Cerebral control device sounds like mind control, doesn't it? Thank you, Retro Mecha. They have windmills. Nice. The map diversity looks dope. They did a really good job. It's closer to Raven. Oh, you'd rather be vulture than dog. Let the last cinders burn. So, should we pause? We'll pause. We'll watch this straight through, then we'll go back to it.
Augmented human C4621 has awakened.
So it does look similar to Armored Core 4 with the being able to boost different directions in the air and stuff, and like the quick boosting. But I saw a lot of people saying it looks like Armored Core 5 as well. A lot of missiles going on here, which I do enjoy. This right here, the hover legs are dope. So quads might be able to... There's a Droidica right there, by the way. Quads might be able to hover, which is kind of cool. Dude literally got kicked right there, which is sick. All right, here's a tank boy. You said he swapped to hanger weapons, didn't you? You mean that right there? Wasn't that on his back, though? That's a Bionicle. There's the whip and the worm. And I'm assuming that's some kind of like EMP blast, not like primal armor.
One of the infamous handler Walter sounds. Interesting.
Wonder if this guy will be important, actually.
You ready to climb the wall?
So there's a twin blade right there. I don't know if you guys saw that.
High on the list.
A coral response from the generator. Watch out.
This dude got to be a boss fight right here or something.
Behind another's call sign.
That dodge right there is sick.
Let's see how far they can fly. On borrowed wings.
I wonder if we're impersonating someone then. I wonder if that's what that's supposed to hint at. Because the other dude makes the mention about call signs and stuff. Yeah, look at that badass right there. This is the one that I got. I'm so excited for it. Look at that. That is insane. I don't know where I'm going to put it. How high is 32 centimeters for us uncultured Americans? What if we're impersonating 9-Ball like 8-Ball did? I don't know. You need that art book? It'd probably be sick. That's probably emblems from the different pilots in the game. I think they're called Ravens again. It'd be cool if that was a vinyl soundtrack. 12.5 inches. Thank you. And then we got some pins. All right, let's go back to the trailer and go like slow-mo and see what's going on here. You know, once something happens. You were a close retry. Nice try.
We're close to Rubicon. Wake the dog up.
So I wonder if we're always going to be launching from space down on the Rubicon, or if it's just like something for the trailer.
Verified. Activating cerebral coral control device.
I wonder if we're almost like a prisoner, and our handler Walter is like the controlling faction for us or something. You feel like we're gonna be playing as throwaway people? Benefer, that's exactly where I was going with it just now. I wonder if that's what it's gonna be like. Hey, Seafood Storm, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. You believe the space station is the Raven's Nest? You're above the ruined planet? That would make a lot of sense. You want to say the space infill scene is part of the tutorial? It's probably the opening of the game. I agree, Ronan. It's like MD guys breaking out of prison and coming down. Yeah, this is probably like a one-time, maybe a one-time scene when you first start the game. But the map diversity here looks really cool. Like the environments look dope. Which is good because Armored Core maps are always fun, so. But like look at the like verticality to them and everything. Hopefully there's no out of bounds, which there probably will be.
Augmented human C4621 has awakened.
Okay, I saw a tweet earlier today about augmented human and what that means. So apparently, like in Japanese or something, augmented human can be equated to human plus, which can be equated to cyber new type for that little Gundam reference right there. Yeah, exactly. All of it. That's a really. I always thought like human plus or like the idea of being a dominant would be like similar to being a new type, and it makes sense that if you have human plus, you're similar to a cyber new type. Human debris from IBO, exactly. You want to get the collector's edition? The garage is not worth an additional $220 to you. No, Mallow, I think the better value is the $250 one, to be honest with you. I just splurged. A little treat yourself moment for me. I don't think this is going to be this. I don't think it'll be the starter AC, but I guess it could be. We have a rifle, a blade, missiles, and something else right there. So that could be potentially a starter AC. And look at this. Look at this boy in the background. I wonder, it seems like based off this gameplay trailer, we're going to have a lot of big cinematic fights with like, we'll call them bosses, which is kind of cool. This could be like an intro mission. It looks pretty toned down. That's interesting how he traversed the terrain right there. And we got like a shielded MT. Some missiles. There you go. He broke the shield, I think, too. This right here is what caught me off guard. And you guys pointed out in Discord. So the quad leg, when it jumped up, it's able to hover now. So is this like a thing? We did not see any other unit hover like this. So is that are the legs going to give us a unique ability? Maybe. I don't know. That droideka, that's like a shotgun in its chest. Some kind of energy weapon there. Then yeah, so I wonder if that was a little leg showcase there. Tetra legs do that in 5 and Verdict Day 2. Oh, okay. You're pretty sure the biped hovers a lot? Okay, we're gonna watch the interview next. The reverse joint legs just kick somebody right there. So I wonder if that's gonna be something you can do with any leg. Because that seems like an important mechanic if so. All right, so what's this tank boy do? First off, he slides right there. Then he pulls another weapon out from his back. And that's something in Verdict Day in 5, right? Where you have other weapons on your back as well. Now, hold on a second. How do you make videos go slower? Is there a way to do that? Where's that option at? That doesn't matter. So that is an enemy MT right there, right? That looks like an enemy MT with a whip. Oh, thank you. Okay, thank you. Bottom right gear, thank you. Then we got the worm, which I mean, I'm guessing like a boss fight. You know what's kind of weird? Okay, so watching this, okay? And have you guys played Demon X Machina at all? Now remember, that game was made by apparently older Armored Core devs. And in Demon X Machina, you have a lot of boss fights. Yes, it reminds me of DXM with these large-scale battles against these giant like mechs or like mech-esque units, like the worm and the big. We'll see later some more. So what's going on right here? That was some kind of spread shot, like laser weapon, and you're boosting towards them, and then you pop. That could be primal armor technically, or something equivalent.
One of the infamous handler Walter's hounds. Interesting.
So I wonder if this guy's gonna be one of our buddies. Energy slug gun, maybe. That's a good idea. The Walter Hounds thing, that does reinforce the idea that we would be like you know, a prisoner or like human trash from like Iron-Blooded Orphans, where like you're literally like forced to do this. It's Armored Core, we always have a bro. That is true. Chrome Hounds. In 5, you get 4 arm weapons and shoulder weapons, missile ammo packs and such. Okay. I've not got there yet, so I didn't know that. You think he'll be the Jacko or White Glint? I hope it's more like Jacko and not like Joshua or Apple Boy. Yeah, Benifer. Where's our Apple Boy at? They're giving you a little hint at the story here. So this Walter Handler people, okay, so whoever this company or whatever is must force their prisoners to fight or whatever, maybe. And they're like really elite, which seems like the opposite of what you would expect. But also, if you got nothing to lose, you'll go all out all the time. So, like this part here, you feel like you watch the biped a bunch. It's usually airborne quick boosting. That's true. Another big boy right here. So right there, hold on, we're backing that up right there. Let's go like right there, and then let's go playback speed. Let's go half speed. So right here, right there. That arm weapon, that's a regular like forearm mounted blade that splits into two blades right there. It's like a butterfly knife, exactly. The emphasis on the Walter name seems like it's a lot of reverence around it, like a group of a very badass person. I'm thinking that maybe you're like, you know, forced to fight for that group for whatever reason. Give it a backstory. And maybe they're so good or so elite because they just like, you know, it's either you die in battle like a badass or you just get killed at home if you don't complete your mission. Maybe that they like go all out because of that. I don't know. But yeah, that is, look at that. Look at that. All right. Oh, there's call sign Raven. So there's the Raven drop right there. We're gonna be called Ravens again, thankfully. Did you guys also see that today is National Crow/Raven Appreciation Day or something like that? So I wonder if they set it up. I mean, it seems like they set it up to do that. Remember, old people made a career out of surviving. That is true.
Raven, priority subject for termination.
And right here, that's a stab, I think. Speaking of Crow, yeah, there's Crow right there. Hold on, let's back it up. I want to watch this because it seems like there's like an actual like he impales him with the blade.
Priority subject for termination.
Watch right here. See, that looked like an impale animation, didn't it? FromSoft knew what they were doing. I think so. So if you have the ability to impel other ACs with melee weapons and it stuns them, maybe a finisher animation or laser lance also, because I think that someone confirmed there's lances in the game. That might be in the interview, which we're going to do a Dragoon build, obviously, because of this. We have to. That could have been what we saw right there. They might be showcasing different melee weapons. All right, I think we have another boss fight here with this spider boy.
A crawl response from the generator. Watch out.
That's sick. Now this guy, we're gonna assume this guy is important because he'll probably be like in like the third mission or something. Lances were in the PS blog, right? I did. Yeah, that's where I knew you shared that, Retromech. I knew somebody did. All right, Broken Antello, thanks for stopping by and saying hi. This is like the missile version of the Legion Pulse. That looks like a Verdict Day overt weapon, kinda, yeah. Like that missile barrage. Dude, it also looks like missiles are going to be a lot harder to dodge in this one. Possibly. It's the answer's cousin, the questioner. Because, like, I'm used to, like, I'm thinking, like, Last Raven. Like, it's really easy to map a missile pattern and dodge it. Maybe it'll be the same way here. I don't know in Armored Core 4 and Verdict Day how well missiles are really used. Like, I don't think they're good against ACs. Hope you can use that missile case. That would be amazing. I'm going to venture to say no, but you never know because you can use overt weapons, right? In 5 and Verdict Day, I think. Yeah, okay. Another boss fight. See, it reminds me of Demon X Machina with all these boss fights, which isn't a bad thing because they look freaking awesome.
Let's see how far they can fly. On borrowed wings.
Okay, that comment right there on borrowed wings. So the other guy mentioned that we're impersonating somebody. We're using their call sign. So I wonder if this whole Walter thing, if we like branch off from that eventually, and we're kind of like impersonating somebody in a way. I don't know, but like that makes me think that something around like in that vein is happening now. Like we're claiming to be another like ace, like we're claiming to be 9-ball, like Hustler 1, but we're just a dude who is good at piloting. So like it works. Yeah, arms forts that aren't made out of tissue paper is key there because you can literally one-shot arms forts with a blade and for answer.
Borrowed wings.
But yeah, I mean, overall, it looks like the combat and everything is very reminiscent of... I didn't play 5 in Verdict Day, so I don't have that as a reference, but the design of the ACs looks Armored Core 3-esque. But from my opinion, it looks more like Armored Core 4 and 4 Answer combat, but maybe a little bit slower and more controllable. I don't know. That's kind of what the impression that I'm getting. I've muted the volume, by the way, if you're wondering why there's no sound. Hey, what's up, Cookie? RP will be a little bit late. So I think that's what's going on here. And I'm guessing that ECM part, if that either it's ECM or Primal Armor. We'll say it's either of those. That is probably like unique to your core, maybe. One thing we didn't see were exceed orbits. And I'm wondering if they're going to do that again. You hope it's not too much like 5 in Verdict Day. I'm going to say, well, I don't know what 5 in Verdict Day's reception was like. So I don't know. Wait, were there exceed orbits? We did see something like an exceed orbit? We did? When did that happen? I don't know. I might have missed it. I didn't like deep dive on this trailer. I'm just doing it live with you guys, so. Go to the EMP shot? Okay. That was like right after this, right? Okay. So let's go ahead and slow... Oh, not that. This. Let's go ahead and slow it down. Do like 0.25. Go real slow. So we got the wormy. I think 4 and 4 Answer took speed to a ridiculous level, so if they slow it down, that's good. Is that what that is back there? No, those are 3 ACs. Okay. No, isn't that 3 ACs right there? I'm pretty sure you got 1, 2, 3. No, there's 2 there. No, there's 3. Yeah. Yeah. What's up? What's up, Ed? How are you? That's what I thought. There's 3. Thank you for everybody confirming there are 3 ACs there. Right, a 3v1. Which is why he popped off right there with that EMP. I wonder if that like disables them for a certain amount of time. Imagine not seeing 3. I just said there were 3. What are you guys talking about? But I mean, overall, gameplay trailer looks extremely promising. And the cool thing is, in my opinion, so this is developed for the PS4 and PS5, which means it's like Elden Ring. So it probably runs at 30 frames per second on PS3 or 4 and 60 or possibly 120 on PS5, which means for PC, it should run pretty well too. If you don't have like an extremely nice PC, which I think someone shared the specs. So I think the small one is a drone. Sifu, that would be a really cool concept. You get a little drone buddy. I like that idea. Your GPU is bare minimum? Well, you can run on minimum settings then. Oh, but it's dying? Well, that's not good, Alison. Yeah, so I mean, I'm really excited about it. Wait, what was that in the top? Wait, hold on. What was that? I didn't see what this was earlier. What's in the top corner here? Pre-order now and get Melander C3 G13 special customization Tenderfoot. You think that's the color layout right there? Are we gonna buy skins, guys? Gun ACs? Yeah. Imagine buying skins in an Armored Core game. I honestly wouldn't be surprised. From Software usually doesn't do that with their games though. This does look really nice. So really the only thing you're getting differently in the 2 versions is the garage, right? You're getting this whole setup for it, which is much, you know, kind of hard to rationalize paying that much for it, but the bonus AC does look like a walk around of Armored Core 3. I agree. Yeah, this looks like the design is very reminiscent of Gen 3, which is really good, obviously, because Gen 3 had the coolest looking ACs, in my opinion. You love how the lead AC in Miyazaki's return to AC is the Tenderfoot? Yeah. So Cookie, let me go. Let's see. Does it tell you here anywhere? This was $250 for this collector's edition. And then this was $450, I think. or something like that. I just bought it today. I don't even know. I think it was like $450 for this. So that garage is adding $200 to the price. But I guess you have all this detail here. So, you know, I don't know. I think it'll be worth it. Hey, Thurston, thank you for the resub. Hype for AC6. Me too. Okay, let's pull this other video up.
Hype for AC6.
Where is it at, is the question. Where is the other video? Oh, there it is. I think this is it. Yeah. Whoa. Easy. Relax, relax. Let's go like right there for sound. We'll start with that. Let's close this out. Overall, trailer looks sick. It looks very promising. I'm excited for whatever's about to happen with it. Are we in? Whoa, 360. Give me that 1080p. Come on now. All right. Let's go ahead and watch this. It also adds the pins. Oh, the pins weren't in the other version? Okay. Yeah, we'll do an unboxing stream, Cookie, for sure. Yeah, the Bandai Namco's website is having trouble right now. Yeah, RP, one more video really quickly. So we are now watching the From Software Share Stories, Combat, and Setting Details.
Augmented human C4621 has awakened.
What's up, everyone? My name is Mitchell Saltzman, and today I'm joined remotely all the way from Japan by producer Yasunori Ogura to talk all about Armored Core 6. How are you?
Hi there, I'm great, thank you. I'm Yasunori.
Can everybody hear it okay?
From Software, producer on Armored Core 6.
Oh, hold on. Are there captions? If there's not, we can switch to YouTube. I want captions. Hold on. Let's find some captions. Armored Core 6 dev, or let's try a discussion maybe. It's from IGN, right? Here we go. All right, let's watch it.
Augmented human C4621 has awakened.
What's up, everyone? My name is Mitchell Saltzman, and today I'm joined remotely all the way from Japan.
This is my first time watching this.
By producer Yasunori Ogura to talk all about Armored Core 6. How are you?
Hi there, I'm great, thank you. I'm Yasunori Ogura from Software, producer on Armored Core 6. It's great to be here.
How long has Armored Core 6 been in development, and what has it been like for From Software to return to this franchise that was such a big part of the company for such a long time?
So we have been cultivating development staff through our experience with recent titles, and there were many members of staff, including Miyazaki and myself, who've wanted to make a new Armored Core game for a long time. So really, not making a new Armored Core was never really an option. It was a case of when rather than if. As to the game's direction and development, in around 2018, Miyazaki and some core members of the team began initial direction and forming the basic core concept of AC6. And after prototyping,
we're gonna probably have sad endings if Miyazaki's involved.
Director Yamamura took over on the project. However, as you know, we have several projects
solemn endings
going on
is a better way to say it
within the company, so we had to get an ideal allocation of resources. We had to get the right staff on board, which resulted in a slightly longer wait, but we're happy.
I'm assuming it was they're referring to Elden Ring and Sekiro and stuff, because I think development for this game started like 6 years ago, like 2018 timeframe, which I guess is 5 years ago. But either way, I'm guessing that's what they meant by that, because Sekiro came out, what, like 18, 19 or something like that, and then Elden Ring came out, what, like a year or two ago?
To finally bring a new Armored Core to our fans.
So, can you tell us a little bit about the story of Armored Core 6 and whether newcomers will be able to jump right into this entry if they haven't played any of the other ones?
No, I'm
this
kidding.
Is a brand new story and has no direct link to previous titles. AC6 takes place in a future where interstellar travel is commonplace, not on Earth, but on a fictional planet in a distant star system called Rubicon 3. Rubicon is a devastated planet that was razed to ash in a great disaster.
Elden Ring was last year. It all blends. What's up, Kenny? How are you?
Mysterious new substance called coral.
Activating cerebral coral control device.
I wonder what that means. I wonder if they have like an implant in this.
Half a century before the events of the game take place. At the outset of the game, and the story, the player learns that Coral, which was thought lost in this great disaster, has been rediscovered.
Oh.
And extraterrestrial corporate forces have begun an invasion race to acquire the rights to this mysterious and powerful new substance.
Okay, so Coral is the substance. Okay. Coral reminds you of Tiberium from Command & Conquer. It's a resource, but it's dangerous. Gotcha. So all the corporate entities are fighting to get there first. That makes sense.
So they are...
Again, I know all the corporate stuff is very, commonplace in Armored Core. But like this concept is very similar to Demon Ex Machina, which could be similar to Armored Core in that respect. Like that's probably where they got it from.
Conflict with the indigenous forces who are resisting their invasion on the planet Rubicon. And the player, as a lone independent mercenary and AC pilot, is thrust into this Rubicon war for Coral.
Okay, so that just puts the human trash argument to rest right there. We're just a mercenary, a lone mercenary. But the Walter thing still confuses me.
So although AC6 is a numbered title, the setting and story are completely new, and we believe it makes a great first entry into the series for newcomers and old fans alike.
We're close to Rubicon. Wake the dog up.
So let's talk a little bit about Rubicon as a setting. Is there anything that's unique about the planet that will allow for kind of unique mission structures?
It looks
that
dangerous.
People haven't seen in the Armored Core series previously?
There are two things we'd like to convey to both newcomers and old hands to the series. Armored Core offers two unique game experiences.
Ooh,
First
okay.
is this dynamic, three-dimensional action that can only be achieved with mechs. And the second is the ability to customize your own personal AC by combining multiple parts and decorating it to your liking with painting and decals and the like.
So, okay, Walter is sort of like Nerve's Concord or Global Cortex. That would make sense. So it's a reboot, but still takes a numbered sequel. Well, Kenny, every Armored Core game has like a number with it. So, I mean, one could say Armored Core like 2 was a reboot of Armored Core 1, 3 was a reboot of 2, 4 was a reboot of 3, and 5 was a reboot of 4, because they rework everything in each of those. The only difference there is between 2 and 3, it's like a natural progression. The other ones are more like extreme. That is true. Every Final Fantasy is also numbered, but or standalone but numbered. Yeah, kind of like episodic. I think that's a better way to say it. Yeah.
So these player-assembled, player-controlled ACs are able to
Right, it's
fly
for the
freely
generation,
through the air,
not story
and handle
progression.
multiple weapons simultaneously and turn on a dime, dash in different directions at once. This makes for a dynamic and very aggressive combat style.
That turn right there was
that
sick.
makes full use of the three-dimensional space, and we feel that this has always been an appeal of the Armored Core series and is an appeal of the mech action genre.
For die-hard
It is
Armored Core
indeed.
fans, what are the elements of Armored Core 6 that those hardcore fans are going to find appealing about this game?
With AC6, one area we focused on was to make sure that the customization aspect is not just about parameters going up and down and numerical
It's all about
values
Fashion
changing,
Core.
but how these changes are reflected in the feel of the action as much as possible. In particular, the leg parts, which control the AC's movement, you might have a tank type legs that can perform drift turns, and this changes the very basic behavior and traversal type of the AC.
So
We also
similar
made
to past
sure that
games.
the behavior of weapons, such as the way they shoot, how they recoil, how their projectiles behave, we tried to make sure that this all makes a big difference in how the game
That is kind of
feels
a newer
and plays.
concept, I think, though, in a way.
So speaking a little bit about that customization,
Armored Core,
Armored
yes.
games have a bit of a reputation for being very complex with
I think stats on parts will
consider
still matter a lot,
swapping
Mallow.
in and out. Is there anything else that you guys are planning on doing with Armored Core 6 to make it a little more approachable for newcomers who might not be used to that level of
Probably not.
complexity?
As you mentioned, Armored Core has always been a game with many parameters and is a game where you can enjoy the complexity and depth it offers. But we feel
Fast and
it's
Furious
also a
Rubicon
game
Drift.
where you can enjoy simply by assembling your AC without thinking too deeply about it.
That's every game, though.
Just the appearance to your liking and simply get out there and pilot
Fashion
it
Core.
and take it into combat.
Armored
That said,
Decor.
in
All of the
regard
above.
To new players, we've taken careful steps with the onboarding and level design in the early stages of the game so that players can deepen
All
their
right, so what they're saying is it's not like Last Raven where you could pick the wrong mission and have an AC fight with a basic AC. Like you're gonna you have a chance to get that scale going up like in past games, not like Last Raven.
Understanding step by step, little by little, and work their way into that fun of the more complex parts. We've also prepared a training simulator where the player can learn the basics of action
Similarly
and
to
assembly
4.
using sample ACs, and we've also tried to make the controls more intuitive.
Nice.
So that we hope that those who have no experience with the series will feel free to enter and enjoy the feel
Why not
of
retry?
piloting their very own Armored Core.
Are there any lessons that you guys have learned over the many years?
IGN really likes to ask developers if they're dumbing the games down for people that don't want to learn, as if it's a good thing. You say, I sound bitter, but it's pretty annoying. Kenny, it's not open world. It's the same mission format that every Armored Core is. Mallow, I agree. So sadly, IGN has the review, so we're watching an IGN video. I don't like IGN either. And I think that their last interview they did with FromSoft was also a waste of time. So hopefully we get something worthwhile out of this. IGN asking for journalist mode. Pretty much.
Years you've spent developing the Souls games
Don't be
that
contrarian,
you take
Cookie.
into the development of Armored Core 6, even though they're kind of two very different
Ask the
genres?
Souls question. Come on.
Armored Core 6 is an attempt to take both the knowledge and experience gained from the development of our previous titles and combine it with the fun of mech customization that the AC series has always embraced. And in this sense, we hope to create a new mech action game that is worthy of modern From Software standards. Specifically,
For the record, all of the Armored Core games are worthy of their standard that I've played. They're all extremely good for when they came out, in my opinion, at least.
we're developing this game with an awareness of the things that From Software has always embraced in its other action games, such as a intricate map structure, combat design that allows players to deal with enemies by carefully observing their movements, and the ability to overcome challenging situations with ingenuity and creativity.
So what I do love about this right here is they did the same thing in their other interview where they basically said, like, it's an Armored Core game. Like, everything he said right there can apply to all the From Software titles, including Armored Core. It's always had those mechanics in it.
These are all, of course, things we've kept in mind with AC6 as well. However, as you mentioned, the basic format and genre of Armored Core is completely different from games in, for instance, the Souls lineage. So there are no aspects of the game mechanics or gameplay that can be directly observed.
You ready to climb the wall?
Can you talk a little bit about your goals with the combat design, and are there any kind of mechanics that players should know about that perhaps didn't exist in previous Armored Core games?
Good question for once.
In terms of points we focused on this time around, I would say that individuality of the melee weapons is one of the key
You can see that
points.
for sure.
Armored Core is mainly a shooting game at heart, and that's exactly why we had this policy of having more unique melee weapons this
Good.
time around. So in addition to the well-known pile bunker and the cluster bomb launcher that you might have seen in the trailer, there are also a variety of weapons with different animations and more unconventional characteristics, such as a chainsaw and a laser lance, and
I
things
like
like this.
those both
In the
are so
trailer, you may
dope
have also
sounding.
seen a part where the core is deployed by an AC to generate a shockwave, and the pile bunker is then used against an opponent who is reeling back from this shockwave. This kind of building combos with multiple weapons aspect is an appeal of AC6's unique assembly and
I do
combat.
like that a lot.
And
That's
we hope
really
that players
cool.
will enjoy using their creativity and asking themselves, what combination of weapons can I use to create my ideal combo attacks and secure victory?
That's
So
dope.
is there any one new thing, whether it's a mechanic or a mech part or a weapon, that you're particularly proud of and
Ooh, here
are
we go.
excited for players to experience in Armored Core 6?
I'd like players to mostly look forward to something we touched on earlier, which is this using their ingenuity and creativity to create a combination of their own making.
I like
and
that a
a
lot.
combination of the various parts and weapons at their disposal. So, for
So, I mean, you could do that kind of stuff before, but I wonder if it's more dynamically linked together in a way. Thematic similarities to Souls is fine. You're all right with that? Yeah. You think the melee refinement is directly from lessons learned making Dark Souls and Bloodborne? I think that in a way, I know what you're going with that Sharks in Space. It's probably tighter. Like, for instance, I'm not good at melee in most Armored Core games. I know people are, but I'm not. So I wonder, I just shoot things with rifles and missiles. I wonder if with this new title, if I'll be more enticed to try melee combos and stuff out, which I could be. I'm really interested to see how it actually works out, like when you get the feel for the game and everything, especially if there's a stagger mechanic involved, which I believe I heard there's a stagger mechanic, which there's always been stagger, but maybe it's more prominent in this one, and that sets you up for a big melee attack, right? Yeah, Retro Mecha.
For example, they might be dashing across the battlefield while shooting ballistic weapons and letting missiles fly in every which direction. These missiles will connect with their enemy, knock them off balance, and then they'll use their assault boost to dash in with a quick burst of speed.
Assault boost is like overboost,
and
maybe?
Finish with a melee strike. This kind of player-created combo and their own unique combination of weaponry and mobility will allow for this new aggressive, offensive style of AC combat, and we hope this is something that reinvigorates the series and that new and old fans alike can enjoy.
Multiplayer has always been a big part of the Armored Core series. Is there anything you can tell us
Can't wait to get my
about
ass kicked by all
multiplayer
you
in Armored
guys.
Core 6?
So I believe ACV was more focused on multiplayer as the last title in the series, but first of all, the main content of AC6 is positioned as single-player campaign mode.
Good to hear.
Where you progress through a more traditional mission structure. There will be an online PvP mode where players can compete against each other with ACs they have built and share their AC data and emblems of their own making with other users. But first and foremost, the story missions in AC6 are single player only. We would like players to go in there, become the lone mercenary lifestyle.
So it's
and enjoy
thematic.
this aspect of the game first and foremost.
So they said share emblems there, which means I can commission an emblem to be made for me, because I have no artistic ability at all. Hey, Durson, have a wonderful rest of your evening.
We
Thanks
do
for stopping
hope
by.
to share more details
And thank you for the
about
sub.
the online aspect at a later date, so please stay tuned for that.
You draw.
Let's
Good for
see
you, Kenny.
how
I
far
can't.
they
You can draw for me.
fly. On borrowed wings.
All right, well, that about wraps it up. Ogura-san, thank you so much for your time. Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon is set for release this August 25th on PS4, PS5, Xbox, and PC. Thanks for watching, and for everything else, keep it right here on IGN.
All right, so that wasn't the worst interview. It was better than the last one. I mean, basically because they gave us more information, not because IGN asked the right questions. But I mean, everything we're seeing, dude, this game is going to be awesome. I mean, the melee attacks, like doing combos and stuff with them, I might be able to do it for the first time and actually do it well. Like, if I use a pile bunker, I might actually connect. And it looks like with melee abilities, there might be like some like hit animation where you actually connect, which is going to be nice. Where you don't feel that as much in other games. Like the video I just posted with the pile bunker, she bounced off of it. This one looks like if you punch somebody, you like get in there. You know what I mean? Gonna put Yoko Littner, Asuka, and CC on all your builds. Nice. The FromSoft gave the proper info instead of relying on IGN's journalists. Pretty much, Alderson. What is this emote cookie we got here? Peepo Water added. Agreed. Yeah, I mean, overall, everything between the gameplay trailer, between the information we got in the interview, I mean, everything looks really cool for Armored Core 6. We're playing this day one. Day one. It releases. I don't know if it's midnight on August 25th or what, but we're going to be in there. We're going to be playing it a lot. So be prepared. I'm already going to take the day off, so we're good. Your first AC will be a heavy arms build. Hell yeah. We didn't see dual machine guns. I'm sure dual machine guns are coming back, though. I can't believe they wouldn't be there. I think we're going to see a lot of cool weapon diversity overall also. Like with the shooty weapons, not just the melee weapons. It did not coincide with the wedding like I feared. Correct. It was it's a month earlier, so I got time to get through it. So everything is right in the universe for right now. Because I don't know if Armored Core 6 has gone gold yet or whatever they call it. It may have, which means it's coming out that day. You think pre-order people should be prepared for the shipments not to be here on time because that happens a lot? Yeah, I'm going to have to end up getting a digital version of it too, Retro Mecha, which I'm not proud of, but I did it for Elden Ring as well. Because I got to play it day one. Anyways, as always, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little kind of gameplay trailer interview review. I'll call it a review. I don't think it's really called a review. It's kind of a reaction, but I already saw the trailer, so it's not a reaction. Either way, I'm super hyped for Armored Core 6. I hope you guys are as well, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.